Hello, Rodney.
What's going on, Gary?
Oh, man, I'm good.
You doing good?
Yes, sir.
I got you live right here on Facebook.
Man, well, I see Jim Lauer was the first one that popped up on my phone. Jim Lauer and Matt Ray.
Matt Ray.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. Jason Cyprit is watching.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we got 4 people there. I see him.
Rodney Dowell's watching. How about that?
Holy, look out now. He might have a good question to ask. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's Matt on the Facebook side. What's up, Sunday boys?
Boys.
Sunday boys.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right. Russ Foreman. Doug Perry.
Heck Russell Foreman is watching?
Heck yeah, the champ, Russ Foreman.
The general of the soldiers.
That's right. 9. 8 kids.
The soldier master.
What's up, Russell?
There he is. What's up?
Good seeing you. Has that been 2 weekends now, Gary, or was that last weekend? I'm getting off.
Me too. Of what?
When we were in Texas.
Oh, man.
Russell last.
I think that was I'm going to cheat here and look at the calendar. Well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Because we had we came back and then we had last week.
Yeah, that was 2 weekends ago.
Right on. Also, you start taking your, car apart, start thinking about winter upgrades and that sort of thing. I know Gary and I are. Yeah.
When we was at Summit, we offered to bring him some pistons, didn't we?
Yeah, we had them there. They were, they were a little bit.
A whole rack of them.
Yep. Cool.
He thought they'd be too small.
Yeah. Little bite size, little guys. They're just little. Look at the little guys.
Little cute little guys. Tony Whitmore's watching. Hey, Tony. Shannon Wise.
Logan. How's it going? Doug Perry said, "What's up, guys?"
Yep. Logan Metcalf.
I
suppose that's the Logan you're talking about.
Yeah. And Gary, are you heading over to see Logan here in a little bit?
Well, I'm hoping sometime shortly
Yeah.
I will see him and Jason, and they can work on this thing.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Get my hood. I got my Zeus rails on there, Logan, and somebody got a ding there.
I did. I'll turn that down. It'd be cool if we're on the airplane. If your car's at a shop and my car's at a shop. You know what I mean?
And you're right. Yeah. Russell here has a comment here. Russell says you had a better time in Texas than I had.
Yeah.
Russell, over the winter, you need to trade them soldiers in for some boost, maybe.
Oh, man. Shots fired. Gary, shots fired.
Hey, I still have a 118 turbo for sale, brand new.
He went 415, wasn't it, at Mad? And I don't know how fast he went during testing on Thursday, but he had, 3 or 4 solid hits Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Brian? Hey, my fellows. Brian says, Logan says, I'll get her fixed up for you. Man, I can't wait, Logan.
Yeah. Hey, right here.
Yeah, look at that. Right there. Let's see. Look at that right there.
Bam. Ultra.
It's ultra. Well, Russell says the car is spread all over the shop, major changes, and no, not a turbo. That's what that table over there is. That's my spread all over the shop. It's there and there and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now he's got 2 missiles to worry about. He's got that wagon getting her dialed in too for limited. So
that's right. Oh, yeah. And there's the boss man, Jason Metcalf. Hey, Jason.
There you go, Jason. I'm being good. There you go. Bam.
Again, ultra
color. Nice.
Ultra for the win.
Heck yeah.
Yep. Jason and Logan, I'm going to give you guys a shout like midweek or so and see if you're kind of still looking like the first part of December to take my hot rod and get her fixed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you want to have Ultra Color do for you, Gary?
They need to trim that hood and get it to fit all nice and snug there over the engine bay. Okay. And get the hatch. I've got the hatch trimmed up a little bit, but I stopped when I discovered my lack of auto body panel skill.
Yeah.
It's time for the pros to take over.
You said you ran out of talent. Is that what I'm hearing?
I ran out of body man talent. So before I made more work for the body guys, I stopped.
There you go. There you go. Right.
I'm not.
If you could have brought this over earlier, I could have saved you 40 hours.
I'm not smart very often, but once in a while,
yeah,
I have a smart.
I know,
and that was the stopping point.
Yeah, we gotta stay in our lane. You know what I mean? We know.
Yeah, that's right.
Strengths and weaknesses. That's it.
I could make this like the Duke boys and just weld that on.
Ooh,
Weld her up.
Weld her up. Man, Larry Hunt's watching. Hey, Larry, Marvin Jenkins coming on.
Marvin. Howdy, Marvin. Zach
Jenkins.
West watching.
Everybody wants to listen to the champ tonight. 26.5 tire coming on.
Yep. West Choate with Show Me Speed. He is with us. Matt Ray says mine is in several pieces, has been that way too long. Man, mine seems to be that way long times for long periods.
Yeah.
Larry Hunt, what's up, boys? Right. Logan says, you stick to the fab work, I'll stick to the body work. You got a deal.
There you go.
That's a pretty mutual agreement. I will take that.
Man, I see Paul Patson watching.
Paul, heck yeah, Paul.
Good times.
Yes, sir.
You have a good week, Gary?
Yeah, pretty good week, man. Pretty good weather. Devin Brown, he's watching. Hey, Devin.
What's up, Mr. Devin?
Good weather yesterday. I drug the trailer home, and my golf cart that did sit over here, I saw that this was a good window of weather.
Get it?
Well, I had to go trade him. His is way nicer than mine. Yeah. So I got my golf cart put away for the winter, put it in the trailer. The weather was great for that, so I got that out of the way. And I seemed like I was real busy yesterday, and then today I couldn't find up or down. Right. I did go see Keith today, and he ordered some Zeus some kits from Racecraft that has rivets and the Zeus pieces and all that, and the springs for these rails. So
sure.
Went and picked him up and saw him for a little bit today. And
heck yeah.
So yeah.
I was talking to Mr. Lopez myself, little Fox Rod Racing.
Ooh, you trying to make a date?
I got a date. I got a date. I got work to do to get to that.
A movie and pizza or what?
No, it's a date in the shop. We got a list. We got to get on it early. So I got some work to do on my side to get it over to his side before we go on a plane ride.
Yeah, it's just a couple weeks away.
I know it. What's old Larry Hunt saying?
Yeah, let's catch up on some comments here. Larry says, mine's going on the lift this week. Got to pull the transit converter. Motor is fresh from West Choate. All right.
Show me speed.
Wes is going to tell us all the things he can do here after a bit.
Oh, yeah. He's going to tell all the secrets, Larry Hunt's.
That's
motor.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, that was a small print that he signed,
Remember? Well,
yeah.
I know you saw it too, or that little LS making 1900. You better be taking notes here yourself, Gary. You know what I mean?
Oh, I am. I'm gonna.
I couldn't believe that I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's big numbers. Woo.
Yeah.
Russell says making the car lighter and going Holly Dominator. Old system sucks. Major upgrades. The wagon getting a lockup. Limited is in trouble with the last.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
the Holly deal, he's going the right direction there.
That's right. He is.
Yeah.
Look at this. Donna Newberry. Goose is watching.
Goose. All right.
Goose?
Goose is in the house. Nice.
Larry, there's a few in my combo. We can't get this phone figured out so he can post.
No,
we can. Right. Well, we see you right here.
Heck yeah. We thought Kimberly Choate or West Choate was Kimberly for about 6 months. So it's all good.
Hey, we did.
Yeah.
We'd still think that if you didn't tell us.
Man, this person's really technical in the shop a lot, had all this information.
She's pretty sharp,
Golly. Like a 1900 with a twin turbo LS.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's pretty funny right there.
Caleb Hall says, I hope the 8.5 rules don't change for next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Yes.
I know
Yep.
Larry and Al been working that, and
Yep.
I think Gary's got a sneak peek showing a little bit, but I know schedules are starting to come together, and I'm super excited to see the rule package. Hopefully, they have it by PRI. Larry, not to put you out there, but you think you'll be passing around flyers at PRI again like you guys were last year? I think that's where we got.
Larry says,
he's on keyboard.
Caleb says he's really looking forward to running with the Titans guys.
Hell yeah.
Picked a good group.
Great group. Great group. Devin, my man, Devin Brown. How far along are we? What are we doing here? Is that December or January on the due date?
Hey, while we're waiting for Larry to answer about the Titans rules, have some Jeopardy music. All right, Larry, what do you say? Hopefully.
You saw Larry just like, whoop, disappear.
No, there he is. Probably put 8.5 on the radio.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, there we go. A little hint.
Interesting.
Dropping knowledge. Oh, that's awesome.
Dropping some hints, didn't he?
We'll have to ask Wes if what he plans on doing next year as well. You know what I mean? Fit right in that limited deal.
Yep, that's right.
Slide right in.
Yep.
Cool.
You work on yours? You get anything done? Do you start taking apart yet?
No, I vacuumed it out. I ran the vacuum and wiped down the windshield and the body, and not a whole lot. I like I said, I got my date with Keith, and I ordered some parts. They did the Black Friday thing, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and pull the motor and training out the day after Thanksgiving, and get it all as a roller to take it over to Fox Rod Racing. I'll freshen the tranny up on the little break. I'll send the converter to Marty and let him service it, and I'll take flip the oil pan upside down and check it out, make sure it's all clean, and
cool.
That's about it. And then I did talk to Mark Brown this week, and things are still coming together. I had a question for him, and I'm excited to get the 2025 or prep season. Would it be? You know what I mean? I think this is prep time.
It's in that prep window. Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy this side of it as well. I enjoy working on the car and buying parts and getting the boxes, from the UPS and FedEx guy and checking it out. And,
yep.
No matter what you're doing, it's fun to be building.
Yeah, and you get so much, you get so many things ordered when a box shows up. It's like it's Christmas because you don't know what you ordered. You don't remember what's this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this.
I don't know if you've seen those me's with the cat. With that little actress Cameron, and she's got the cat. And he's she said they're not car parts for Christmas, and the cat says obviously they say from Santa.
Right. From Santa, yes.
Santa Claus.
Speaking of Mark Brown, I saw him Friday. What did I see him Friday? I'm losing my days.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday afternoon, and I swung in there, headed up north to Glasgow to see my dad Friday evening, and swung into Mark's on Friday for just a few minutes, and he sent me home with my oil pan and oil pump so I can get a look-see at stuff. And he Missy, she said from the back, she said, "Hey, your block is on the way." I said, "My block has been on the way since June." She says, "No, it's actually on the way. It's in transit coming to Kansas finally."
Ooh,
so
nice.
Yeah. So it should show up. It should be here this week to Salina.
Cool.
And he talked to Bryant. The crank is about 2 weeks out. So
sweet. It's all come together.
Pieces will be showing up.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear that. I see Mr. 580 on Charles McPherson. He's watching.
See that? There's Charles, man.
Heavy on the Mr. 580.
Mr. Charles.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. So that's the info I got on my parts, and I just wanted some measurements from the oil pan, but he just sent the darn thing home with me, so I get a good look at my hole at the space where I have to put a collector and not interfere with stuff. So
yeah, you're just trying to get location.
Yes, yeah. I got plenty of room, but you can still put something in the wrong place, and I got oil lines to think about too. So
yeah, well, and that the room runs out quickly. When you're
it does
those pieces in.
Yes, for
You had
sure.
all this room when there was nothing in there, and then now it's like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Who you sporting tonight? What kind of shirt you got on there? I got old.
I was digging through my closet this morning for a long sleeve, and I come across this Ryan Martin.
Oh yeah,
long sleeve. So
yeah, didn't he win yesterday? Right, at golf.
Yeah, I think he won that deal.
He won the second race. I think Ryan Mitchell won the first race. So I guess to win, your name had to be Ryan. They already had the check filled out, Ryan, and then they put the rest of it in. So cool. That's awesome.
Yep, that was and he about crashed.
Yeah, he got a little loose on Friday. I think it was. Yeah.
So, I guess it kind of was a crash. Just didn't hit anything, right?
Oh, that's the way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, that's a cool looking car.
Oh yeah, that thing's so nice.
Yepper.
I don't think he doesn't have anything that's awesome.
Oh, I agree. He's got nice stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. We're rolling to a few pictures here.
Shots coming, and then we'll bring on Mr. West.
Bow. It's talking about my oil pump space. So there's the space I got.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Pretty decent space, but you can ruin it pretty quick. Yeah. So, and I needed that visual because there's 3 oil lines there I got to look after. So there's 4. There's actually 5 there, but there's 3 of them there. 3 of them that can get in the way.
Yeah.
So I got to work around that. Shouldn't be a big deal.
Okay.
If it's wrong, then I know who to blame.
You know the guy, right?
Yeah.
Who put that there?
Who did that?
Come on, man.
We got a birthday. We got a shout out to a birthday. A shout out to
talking about
Gary. It's
Corey.
It's Corey Spaniak's birthday.
Corey Spaniak birthday. Yeah, I don't see him on. We sing him happy birthday. We did, that's what we did with Devin. Where's old Corey?
He's probably not the one to drink, is he?
No, well, I think I've seen him drink before at a racetrack.
Doesn't mean he's old enough.
There's old Brett Lobel, and I see Babyface just join. Maybe Corey's with Babyface.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're out celebrating.
Brett. Yep. So happy birthday to Gary, however old he is or however young he wants to be.
Yeah, I think he's just Devin's age, about 22.
22. Sounds good.
Devin was.
Yeah. Yep. So happy birthday to him, and hope you had a good day.
Heck yeah.
PRI in a couple weeks.
Yes, it's all right.
Let's go.
We got the hotels, we got the plane tickets, we got our vendor passes, just ready to go. Get our little pamphlet to know where we're going first, draw it out, you know what I mean? Get our steps in. You know what I mean?
Here's Michael Narks. Michael Narks says, "What's up, fellas? Hey, Michael. Long time no see.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Good.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
So yeah, we're headed to PRI in a couple weeks, and we always look forward to that. It's a fun trip.
Oh yeah.
So
it'll be a 5-pound trip, with all the eating and stuff that we do. So
yeah, we've already been talking about we're gonna do this, eat this, eat this, eat this.
Yeah, we'll have to walk home just to get back to 0, on the extra weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael says, "Whoop whoop, PRI booth 4904."
Oh man, I'm writing that down.
Write that down.
904. Nice. Heck yeah.
We will see you there, Michael.
Yep, I'm already got a list. I want to see Stainless Works. Well, Hamilton, guys, go by, check those guys out. We're going to see Shroud and Simpson, and got to go see Devin at Holly. Man.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be packed. Of course, Innovators West.
Yep.
There it is.
Michael, Load the app and check vendor booths so you can make sure you visit them all. Oh yeah. Yep.
The code. Actually, I got the app loaded.
Yep. I got the app loaded too. I
Yeah.
haven't got anything saved in there yet, but I need to start getting after that.
Oh, yeah, get them checked off. You're off tomorrow. You can mess with that in the morning.
Man, I'm off the next 4 Mondays.
Got to burn that vacation. I see Scott Linker watching.
Yeah, Scott
updated White Lightning's profile picture. Did you see that?
I seen a little picture that he
a little blurry.
Not much of a picture.
What's that?
Not much of a picture. Can't see much.
Well, I just see a little hinges.
I want to see more.
See more. Show me more.
I want to see more.
Right on.
Larry and Al, the Titans guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael says can't wait to see Devin's car. Same.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's another Black Friday. We were just looking at all the Black Fridays before we came on. The people are getting out there, getting it going.
Yeah. Did you see this Al Schoenwetter? Him and Larry run the Titans.
Yeah.
This was a post the other day. Paul Heaton made this post. It says, "Congrats to all of our 2024 Southwest Missouri Drag Racers Hall of Fame inductees. If you'd like to come see those people get inducted, the ceremony is this Saturday," which was last night, November 3rd at the E-Plex. Love to see all you past and present racers there. So there's 4 guys there in the Legends category. In the Pioneers category, there's Al Schoenwetter, inducted into the Southwest Missouri Drag Racers Hall of Fame.
Right on.
Very cool.
Heck yeah. Well, Gary, you know some of those legends, don't you? I mean, Jerry
Yobed.
That's with Mason, right? That is relation.
I think so. And Jim Weens. Jim has been here. He's raced here quite a bit at Wichita back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. Heck yeah.
Yep. Had a super awesome silver Camaro back then. Yep. Super badass car.
Yeah. No, it's great.
What's his comment here? Oh, soon.
He's
we're wanting more. He said soon. All right. We'll just have to wait, right?
That's all right.
We're seeing what's that?
A little sneak peek when he's ready.
Yeah. He'll send us like a little fender shot, a little teeny little picture of something,
like a Allen head bolt or something. Like
yeah. We've seen a couple places put out dates of races for 2025.
Right on.
And Streetcar Takeover put theirs out like a week or two ago, but they posted this, a cool official flyer for Flying H Streetcar Takeover in Kansas City, May 8th, 9th, and 10th. And it pretty much falls in line with the schedule that was, the May date that was this year.
Yeah.
So pretty much that same time frame.
Cool.
So
that's where we were at this year.
Yep.
Cool.
I would say that is definitely got to be on the radar for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's good to see dates getting dropped here.
Yep. That was a fun event.
Yeah.
Fun deal. Ozark has all of their schedule out.
Okay. Let's check it out.
Yep. So I snatched a few of the months that seem to pertain to heads up stuff. And I think if it says a shootout, I think that I might be wrong, but it might pertain to a heads up shootout. If I'm wrong, then sorry. But May 16th, 17th is Jerry Klingman Memorial Springs Shootout. That's middle of May.
Cool.
June has 20th and 21st, the second annual Shane McClellan Memorial Summer Shootout.
Okay.
August 16th, 10,000 to win 4-state small tire shootout.
Right on.
Get into September 13th, 14th, and 15th, Tim Slavin's Memorial 34th Annual Street Machine Nationals. That's always a big one. We need to hit that these times. Yep.
That's a bucket list.
Yeah, for sure. And then October 3rd and 4th. There's the first Titans date that we've seen right there.
World Finals.
Yep. And at the bottom of that is the 25th is a Halloween Hooktacular. That seems I don't know if that's a drag radial specific sticky track deal, but that's the name of it. So
all right.
Take with that what you can.
Okay. I see Adam Phillips just came on, but got a question for Larry Hunt. Can you go back a couple
couple picks.
Yeah, I think Larry would know this. Well, that'll work right there. You see where it says King of the Streets? There's a couple of King of the Streets each month. I wonder if that's their little monthly thing or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, Larry, or excuse me. Yeah. Larry Hunt, would you know? That's kind of your area, isn't it?
There's a May 3rd. And is that like a Friday night deal?
I wonder, maybe it's a local shootout thing. I don't know.
June 28th.
King of the Streets, maybe it's a little cruise or a high school thing. Who knows?
Michael says we'll be releasing the Midwest Drag Racing Series schedule very soon.
Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. Heck yeah.
What a hard job that would be, putting a schedule together
to
work with all the tracks.
All the tracks. And yeah, okay, there we go. West Choate monthly streetcar event. All right. Good.
Cool.
Check that out too. Cool. That's a good flyer, like you said, to get you pumped up when you start seeing dates put out there for 2025.
Yeah, Larry says that's says the same. That's a Friday night street legal shootout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, look who came out of the closet. Shane Mock's watching. Been a minute. Going, Shane. Cool.
He must have found his phone or his computer or something. There he is.
Woke up.
Yeah, wake up. Yeah, so that schedule stuff there, that's what we've seen so far. And
man, there's kind of a Titans date.
A Titans date, yes.
World Finals.
Yep. One
watching from Mad.
Mrs. Harper.
Yeah.
And I was looking today for stuff because it seemed like kind of a slow week. The Streetcar Super Nationals was out in Vegas, and didn't watch, but just had that on as some background noise in the garage yesterday and today. But it's winding down, man. There's not much.
Yeah. We're getting to that side of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
So that's about all we got on that end there. And
well, it's a good schedule, and I'm sure a few more weeks roll by, people are working their schedule, working with each other, and doing some rules and that sort of thing, and we'll see something come out here. Classes. That'll be awesome.
And Titans and the Harpers, they've both said they like to have their stuff out in December. So and December is like next week.
I'm telling you.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. We're going to take, next week's Thanksgiving. You look up 3 weeks and it's Christmas.
I know. We'll just be digesting turkey and it's time to open presents.
I know it.
Yeah, Larry says the Titans schedule is close, waiting on Flying H and Centerville.
Oh, okay. So do we have a date for Mad? Is that what I'm hearing?
The rest of them must be locked in, huh? Tulsa,
Mad, Ozark. They say they want to go to 6.
Yep.
So that's 3 right there.
An event at Flying H would be really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There.
So that I would assume that means the rules are really close to
Mocan. There you go. Number 6.
Mocan. Okay.
All right.
Mrs. Harper says probably ready for the banquet. We're waiting on some info, and that Mad banquet is just 2 weekends away.
2 weekends away, Gary.
Yep.
Yeah. Barbecue. All right.
Fast. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all we got with that stuff. Next is the Show Me Crew.
Show Me Crew. Let's bring him in. The champs, 26.5. 2024 Titans of 10.5.
You look like he's getting ready to say something. You had something there for a second.
In my head. So I'm just okay. So Wes said Mocan. We're thinking Tulsa. We're thinking Mad. I see
Ozark,
NH, Ozark, and then Centerville. That's the 6.
That's 6, huh?
Just kind of look ahead. Wes probably has it all written down. He's probably got the flyer and all the rules and everything.
Right.
He's ready to go. They probably had a meeting yesterday.
He's like, you rookies. Get out of here, rookies.
You kids. Go on, kids. Get out of here. You
go to PRI and find out.
Yeah, go all the way to he was like, go on, kid. Get out of here. Awesome.
That's for the big boys, not you little turds.
Oh, yeah,
Come on.
yeah, you little kids, come on.
God.
You got to move to Missouri first. Then you'll be like,
Right.
about,
Well, that's the sun comes up sooner over there than here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's the show state. You know what I mean?
Show me the rules now.
Yeah, show me.
Show me the rules.
And if you ain't making 1900s in LS, don't even get in the gate. Golly.
Man. I'm out, dude. I'm out.
You're out? Come on. You got LS.
That's a lot of numbers, man.
Yeah. Potato.
Potato.
I can say, Gary, you might want to talk to Wes on the side because he didn't do that 10,000 RPM drop the training brake stuff like some of these other LSs do. So you can ask him how to do a proper burnout.
Did you get that? Did you get that message? I know you did. Yeah. I heard your phone.
Okay. Yeah.
That's good news. So we'll leave it at that.
You hear what I said though about getting some burnout tips from Wes?
Yeah. Do some neutral drops or some spool ups in the water box.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll down here and get ready for these guys right here. Bam, bam. All right, here we have a little bit of this. There's Wes Choate.
What's up, Wes?
There you go.
Who you got with you?
Who's with you?
It's my son, Colton.
Hey, Colton. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. You guys had quite a couple weeks. I seen one of your boys get down on one knee.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah.
It was him.
Oh, there you go. My fault. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been a heck of a couple weeks here, on the dyno, out buying rings, setting dates. I mean, now, is that why you guys got first shot to schedule? Because you got a wedding coming up now or something? You know what I mean? Got to stay off the race.
Just like you guys. He tried to Larry to come on, but he wasn't having it.
No, sounds good. Sounds good. I like that shirt you got on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Meal Chance. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for coming in. You guys been on the show before when you were the champ, and we always been wanting to get together. And I know you did some deer hunting. How did that go, real quick? How'd the deer hunting go?
Pretty good. My boys, they all did well. 2 of them got the biggest they've ever got, and the other one just got another good one. So we had a good time.
Good. So it sounds like you're gonna be eating well this winter.
Yeah, we do. We got one more left to cut up. We got this morning, and then we do all our own process. So we put them all to work.
Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. No, that's really good. That's really good. Well, thanks for coming on. Like I said, it's going to be a good time. You've seen it before. I know you sent Gary over some pictures just talking about your racing career. And of course, you had a great year this year. And then we'll talk about, what 2025 brings and what you plan on doing then, and that sort of thing. So does that sound all right?
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Run us back to like your high school days. What'd you have? What'd you first drive, and how did you get wrangled in the cars?
First car I had was a '76 Maverick. My stepdad had somebody that at his work that had wasn't running. I bought it for $250, and I put a carb kit in it and turned around and sold it for $500, and I thought I was a high roller.
Oh man, you're a flipper, car flipper.
We were ripping it around, fishtailing it on dirt road over by my mom's house. I thought I was about 15 then.
Right.
I ended up with a yellow S10. That was my first vehicle I drove when I was 16.
Okay.
What is our time frame for when you was in high school? What numbers we talking? 90s, 80s?
I graduated in '96, so you're talking the '90s. Yeah.
Okay, late '90s, mid '90s.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we had not out of high school. I finally got what I thought was a cool car, which was an old Nova, '78 Nova.
Okay.
I thought it was cool, it's an ugly thing, but finally stepped up to V8 from the 4-cylinder.
There you go.
And I had a couple Camaros after that, 80s, 90s, early 90s Camaros. But yeah, nothing too fast at that time. I didn't really start racing much until my late 20s.
Okay. So what would you say your first race car was that you took to the racetrack or street?
Probably a 2000 Camaro. I had a white Camaro SS, and
Okay.
that was the first one I actually started taking to the track. It was a manual car. It went like 13.5 when we first had it. And then we got it down to 1090, but I was able to run on motor.
Is this the Camaro?
Yeah, that was it before
Okay.
we did it.
Nice. I'm sure you raced plenty of Mustangs with that thing back in the day.
Oh yeah, we raced everything. We thought it was, how it is. You thought you'd run anybody that would give you a chance. Anybody that read it.
That's it. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
After that I had I guess the first thing I really started building, I had a C5, blue C5 Z06. I traded the guy the white Camaro towards it, and had that. I ended up supercharging it, built the motor. It made 836, I believe, back then. I'm like, wow. Had a Novi 2000.
Right on.
At that time,
Yep.
I was just got done. I was working engineering part of that. Machine shop, Greg McKinney out of Buffalo. He hired me. I was doing tuning on the side on factory CM stuff. And, he saw me doing a lot of work, and he hired me to run his ski shop. So I ran it. That's that all out performance for that set. So I ran it for a couple of years before I started mine.
Is that where you kind of got the bug when you ran that and saw how it goes, and then one day you kicked the doors open for yourself?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I saw the parts side of things. I had been doing the tuning side on the stuff prior to that, and that kind of gave me I met a lot of people, had a lot of contacts. I found a lot of people through the tuning. A lot of people wanted work done. It wasn't always tune related. They thought it was computer related. Greg at the time just wanted to do parts. He didn't want any part of labor, so I started doing some labor out of the back shop. We had back behind that, and eventually, I said I was going to do my own part. He wanted to. His son Shane wanted to take over the part side, and so they took it back to Buffalo, and I took over. Started my own business and started doing the labor and the things all.
What year was that?
Probably 06, 07 range, somewhere there.
Sure. So you've been out for a minute there, 18 years roughly.
Yeah, been a few years. We got into it because that white car I had to start not Camaro. I got into it kind of the right time, like the newer.
Right on. What's old Danny saying there?
What's that now?
Danny Enders says, I used to buy parts from Wes back at All Out Performance.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well, I met a lot of the guys. Larry Hunt, I met him back when I was there. He was a lot of these guys from the racetrack I met when I was still selling parts at All Out. And that most of them there probably.
All right, let's pause for a second, Gary. You see that?
Yeah. Can't hear Wes very good.
Maybe bring in just a little bit more. Wes, you're being kind of faded out again.
How's that?
That sounds a lot better. Zach, does that sound a lot better to you? Give me a mic check there, Wes.
Hear that? That should be, we need that up, turn it up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little louder, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, most of the guys that track, especially the older guys that have been racing a while, that's what we met most of them All Out. Like I said, Larry, Mike McDaniel, Mark Fortenhausen, all those guys, I met a lot of them back when I was still there at All Out.
Yeah.
But that was where we got our start we had already been tuning, so I had a lot of customers from the computer side of things. But then I obviously expanded my horizons once I met a lot of people through All Out.
When you said you were tuning, what were you tuning? Were you tuning like fast or big stuff or like factory stuff?
Mostly at the time it was factory ECM, and then there'll be some fast, some big stuff. But that kind of came a little later. At that time, it was mainly street car stuff. A lot of just your daily, anything that had a factory ECM that anybody would modify. We were doing a lot of that stuff at that point. It wasn't until later. Once I moved to mix, I really started doing more of the race stuff. we'll take the mix in. We bought a dyno at that time, and then that's when I started doing a lot more of the big stuff, fast, those type of ECMs.
Okay.
But, we at that time I used to do a lot of work for a guy out of Lake of the Ozarks. Yeah. And he and I would go down there and tune some vehicles. He didn't tune, he'd sell parts. So I went down there on a dyno they had down there. That's where we ended up being on that Piece All Out. We had a car we would on it. Had a Jim drove it. That was back.
Heck yeah.
It's been a while back. But and then we I think that was about the year after Mitch and Crofton, and then we're on it the year after. I think right around that same time, the year before that, brother. And then,
That is awesome.
Jim and I partnered up, and when I moved to Nixa, he was going to go in partner with me run the park side, and I was going to run the shop side. It was just too far of a drive for Jim, so he ended up. I just bought out what he had, and we parted ways, and I took it all over at that point. But,
okay.
That was somewhere around probably 10 or 11.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. When Pink's All Out came out, you know, we didn't have anything on TV, so we thought it was cool as all get out.
Yes.
But if you watch an old Pink's All Out today, you would think, man, that's kind of lame. But like, back then it was like, whoa, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
at that time we were all dying to get on it. It was just an index race. You know, they pull some numbers out. Everybody run, and they just pull the index to have the closest group of guys running. That's what they did.
Right. Yep, I remember that.
Yep, that's what was on in the garage back then. Pink's All Out.
Yeah, yep. That's all you had. So that's awesome. Now help me out. I'm sorry I missed it. Where was this Pink's All Out at? Was it Topeka or St. Louis?
Yeah, that one there was at Topeka.
Topeka, yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched this episode too. Was that the day that Rich jumped on that Hayabusa and kind of wiped out?
No, I think that was like one episode before, if I remember right. One or because they were talking about that there.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw Pritchard on that show, you know, working that with him. So that's cool that you guys got on back then.
Yeah, it was interesting. We thought we had done something at that point. I don't know that we really had, but we thought we did.
Yeah. Very cool.
But, after that, we started doing basically everything from that timeline. I was doing more and more drag race stuff, and we still did lots of stuff. A lot of practice. Everything was kind of still nitrous back then. That's when we started. We switched to 8.5. Had just come out. I think they called it Mean Street down here, and they had like Crazy Eights at Mocan over there. And that's when I built that Mustang. I had a 87 Fox body in, a white and orange and gray. And we run it on an LS with a carburetor because we had to have an 82 jet and carburetor back on it.
Right on.
That was our first kind of run at 8.5.
Yeah. Cool.
Then I think that car I ended up selling that to a guy named Mike. I can't remember what his last name right now. Cisco. We sold that to him, and he put a big block in it, but he had me drive it. And we raced it for another year there when they first came out with the West 8.5 racing. And we raced it in that first year. And we come in, end up later in the season, ended up wrecking that car. There was 2 or 3 of us wrecked that same night. They had a funny car or something. I don't know what it was, but everybody got down and hit the clutch dust and we spun it out and hit the wall thing.
And that was a white Fox body, did you say?
Yeah, it was white. It had orange. It was orange top, white bottom half. Kind of had that 90s.
Yeah.
Joey Myers painted that for me.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's
that it.
Yeah, that was back when we done it on the side. I still have that chassis. I just haven't done anything with it. It's sitting out in the field of all places.
Yeah. See, Gary, I knew I liked Wes, and I didn't know why. And then it's all coming true now. You got a white body.
Just a little piece of white.
That's okay. That's okay.
Right.
Not half white. That's good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mine's white underneath. Come on.
That's it. See? Come on. Oh, I got Ultra Color on speed dial. They're going to help me out.
We after that 8.5 stuff, we ended up building a 5th-gen Camaro. We took on drag week. That was somewhere around, I don't know, 14, I think, 2014, 2015. That was our first kind of serious stuff. That was my first police review. Part of that was the night. We built a V6 car and put a deal in front of it.
Yeah.
90. At that time, I had an 88 on it.
That's a good looking hot rod right there. That's a really nice car. And it's red, Gary. So I know you like him.
Red. Of course it looks good.
Yeah.
I wish I could get that car. I don't know. It made the tire run good. That car that's the first time we really we went fours at 4,000 pounds with them back then, and I was still had some. You could remote start it, tires run, everything, radio worked, everything still worked, power window.
$499.
That is impressive.
Yeah, that was
cool.
3,999 pounds. Holy cow. Woo!
Made good power before we had to stretch it out. And back then, I didn't try to throw a lot of boost to it. I was still scared to boost. So, I mean, we did it like on 25, 26 pounds. I wouldn't turn it up, and I was just trying to do it in a few time. It's quite the yeah.
Goose said he finally woke up and got a Chevrolet.
That's funny. I had Chevys first, and then I got into some Mustangs.
Yeah. But, well, I'm sure those Mustangs were Chevy driven, Chevy powered. I mean, so.
Yeah, once we did the LS stuff, I haven't really got out of it. I don't know. I think it's just I have extra parts sitting around. It's hard to justify buying a different power plant.
Yeah. You've been messing with this LS for a little bit then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I started with an LS in 07, and we kind of 06, 07 right there. We just never really switched from them. Played with a lot of things on them.
Right.
That was in Kansas when we did they had that pit road race.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. No, that was a good.
Go ahead.
That Kansas race was a good event. I remember a lot of good turnout for that.
It was a super cool event. For what it was kind of looking back. It was neat for the nostalgia thought of it, I guess, but the race wasn't that great as a put on race. But it was super cool to be.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So you just have a 400 back here?
I'm sorry?
Did it have a turbo 400 with it?
Yeah, we put a 400 in there, and we were going to try to do a 480, and that car back then made about 1,600 wheels, and at that time there wasn't really anybody having a lot of success keeping a 480 driven.
Right.
Behind that power level, and so we just ended up putting a 400. Well, it's a 400 for a second.
Yeah.
And we had a high gear ratio. I mean, we did the whole 325. Too much gear ratio at the time. I think we'd go a lot faster with that same car now than
Oh yeah, technology and you learn and all that.
No, we had a 9-inch in it. It was that Moser style with it bolted all the factory points. Still legal. We were able to some of the gas stuff they were allowed at that time because.
Very good.
Larry says that car was named the Kraken.
Yeah, that was.
Where'd you get that name from?
I don't know. We just there's that movie where the guy just said unleashed the Kraken. We always like my kids really about that. So like that.
Yeah. That was a Clash of the
Titans.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Kraken. Yes. Heck yeah.
We ended up selling the car. I think Corey Andrews here bought it, turned it black, put it in the plants, and we sold the roller.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Pro Charge and that's their boat, and I think we still had the last we went from that into the Mustang we called spare chain. We had it. We bought the roller off of Jacob Homestead here in town. It was I give him $800 for a roller with the cage in it, and it was nothing but that, no axle. And we started putting it. We ran an 8.5. But we took a bunch of. I mean, it was stock block. I mean, everything we had been around. We literally grabbed parts and sometimes stuff we had. But, they had shell wide county garage. I ended up that car did around 15 years. Raced it. That car probably was there for set of signals going out.
There, he's just having a hard time hearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys still hear it? Or?
Yeah, it gets kind of quiet and tough there sometimes.
Gotcha. Yeah, we the spare tank thing, the one that we had, but 22 season, 2022 season before we built it 21. We took it up to LSS. The first race with it was Armageddon No Paper. You guys
Do you have like the volume on? One might be picking up the other if you have like two things open.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be.
A little bit of echo.
Yeah, now it's getting like it's got a little feedback. It sounds like.
How's that?
Hey, that's good.
Seems good.
We moved it closer of all places.
Oh, that's real good. That's real
That's
good.
the best you've sounded yet.
Whatever works.
Hey.
So yeah, we
let's start over.
We start that.
So that's
just kidding.
So we were talking about the Kraken. You got the name from the Clash of the Titans movie.
Yep. After that, we sold that car to a kid named Corey Enders here. I think he's out of West Plains area. He bought the roller. We kept the power plant and everything out of it, and he put I think he still got it. He put an LS or something turbo in it. But we bought a shell of a Mustang off of a guy here in town, Jacob Olmstead had it. We gave him $800 for this roller Mustang. At the time, I think he called it Crash Panda. And we bought that roller and we pieced it together. We had a bunch of LS stuff laying around, and so we put a little 5.3 turbo deal. I bought a Pro Mod 85 for it, threw it together, and they had that 8.5 class coming back, and so we kind of built it to run it again. First race we had it in was Armageddon. You said turbo gun, but Armageddon was our first race. And
It was just getting spooled up.
Yeah, we're just getting started, Russell. Just getting started. But yeah, that car we did pretty well with it. 2022, we mainly no prepped it. We took it all over. We ran anything within 6 or 7 hours. We were running it somewhere, and then we still run the 8.5 as well.
Right.
Is that this car?
No, that's a customer of mine, Jeff Spears. I used to tune.
Oh, okay.
That's prep. Yeah, back when I was tuning him and Derek Kelly's cars for no prep.
Okay.
This is probably what 16, 17, somewhere in there maybe. We were tuning that car. About the time. Yeah, I would have had the 5th gen still, so probably we're somewhere around 16, 17. But yeah, that car we won a lot of races with that car in no prep in Outlaw Street class.
Very cool. Is that Sasbo's car next to it? Keith Sasbo?
I don't know if that one is. I can't tell at that point. We did race him before with that in a small tire class. We used to double enter that car and run small tire and Outlaw Street.
Okay.
And at the time, he did race Sabo a couple of times, but I don't know if that's that there.
Yeah. He was a Missouri guy, right?
I don't know if Sabo was or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where he was out of. We
I'm
raced him. I remember racing him with Oklahoma.
Sure.
Armageddon.
Yeah, we run up there. We one year with that car there, we swept. They had a Thursday night cash days, a Friday and a Saturday. We won all 3 races that year with that car. On small tire and then Outlaw and Outlaw Street and small tire as well.
Right on.
Here's this looks like an Armageddon photo.
Yeah, I don't remember where that one was out of, to be honest with you. We ran, yeah, that was one of them there, yeah. And then we took that car, we ran, at the time they had that Redemption No Prep Series out of Texas. That lady ran it, and we ran a lot of that series too.
Morgan.
Shannon Morgan.
Yeah, Shannon Morgan, that's right, yeah. And we ran her series with that car, and then that's I was tuning Jeff's first from some off-road. Him and I tuned an off-road rig, and he used to help the guys' buddies. They kind of ran a team in that off-road, and he helped them. That's how I met Jeff. We used to do a bunch of Ford stuff. We did some motors and built some motors and some supercharged stuff for an Ultra 4 series, that King of the Hammers stuff, and that's how we met running together.
Here's a Tulsa winner.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we won that car there. At that time, we won everywhere. It was just a 427 small block Ford with a LS at first, LS, a 94 millimeter, and then we later put an LS, swapped it to an LS, and yeah, that car at the time it was making 1,500, nothing just outrageous, and it just worked well. So combo worked really well.
Yep. That sounds.
Did it run better with that LS than that Ford?
Oh shit! There we go.
We won more races with the LS. How's that?
Take notes, Rod. Wow.
Yeah,
I had to do it.
So I had between him and Derek, we'd run our Mustang, and then we worked on that one in Derek's, and so when I had the opportunity to buy that cheap one I had enough data for the no prep stuff. I felt like that's why we kind of gravitated back towards the Mustang again when we built up that start change car, just because we had a lot of information on it. But,
makes sense.
Yeah.
We went into 21. We went down there and we ran a 71 and 8.5 back then that year, and set the 8.5 record in 21. No, 22. We wrecked it. Yeah, it was 22, wasn't it? Yeah, and then 22. Yeah, and then the first race we ran small tire instead of 275 race instead of the 8.5 class, and then we come back and Kurt Maine threw us 5 points because we didn't get the show up points, so Kurt won the 8.5 championship that year.
Okay.
The next year we showed up in the first race of the year. We down at Centerville. We spun out down there right behind after Craven Moore did. We went right behind a couple of our classes next. We ended up spinning out and putting that car in the wall. So that car set, and then that's where we ended up with the Camaro we have now, the third gen. We kind of decided to try to find a different chassis. Everybody, I've had Mustangs, and honestly, I was tired of the Mustang. I want to do something different.
Sure.
Everywhere you go, nothing against the Mustang guys, but it seems like every race there's a lot of them. We were just trying to try something different. So we went with the third gen. It was the top favorite for sure. Yeah. But
this silver Camaro, is that yours or a customer's?
What's that? Let's see. That's John Schaefer. That car, he's been racing with us for years. John went through nitrous, Pro Charger, now he's turbos in the red car. He bought a red Mustang off of Russell Foreman, and but yeah, he's that car. We've run a lot of that car. Did really well once it was Pro Charge, and he won a lot of races with it.
Very cool.
Here it is in a UMI performance. Looks like a catalog ad.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah. that guy got a lot of publicity, AFCO, and John did. He still to this day he has a way with the sponsors. He can get the sponsors. We just wait talk. Yeah, Silver Juice, Larry's right.
Silver Juice. Is that the name of the car?
Yeah, that was nitrous. John called it Silver Juice. And we switched it. We switched it to Pro Charger probably 3 years before he got rid of it, and we bought that Mustang off of Performance.
There you go.
It was a 427 F1X deal.
Yeah, that's a little nasty piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it said. But
how'd this car run? Run good?
That car, we did a lot of no prep stuff. He went to LS. John's big deal is LS Fest. He loves LS Fest, and so that car it ran 70s, 470s, 480s, pretty much everywhere it went. We didn't always travel with John sometimes, so we left the same tune-up in it, and John would just run it lap after lap and didn't change it. So John doesn't do the laptop. He just wants to drive. So whatever was in it was going down if we went with him.
Cool
car.
You sent some pictures of this truck. This another customer.
Yeah, that's Kerry. That guy's actually in a wheelchair. He's a customer of mine. A lot of guys have known. He's a veteran, and then got in a motorcycle wreck and lost use of his legs. And so that's a hand control truck. Actually, is all the throttle.
Oh wow!
But that time it was nitrous 454 LS. And then he switched it to a Whipple supercharged. With a 4-liter Whipple on it, and he run that. Usually at LS Fest, some of the local stuff, but run truck class. But yeah, that was a unique thing just because it's all hand.
That's so cool with the hand controls.
Yeah, this looks like Bowling Green.
Yeah, that's Bowling Green there. Yeah. He always got a lot of publicity with that truck. It was different, just something different. K5 Blazer, and but he did. I don't know who did the cage work. We did the wiring and all the blower stuff, fuel system, radiator, that type of thing. All the fast stuff.
Here it is in a Frankenstein ad there.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a unique piece.
Yeah, I think he still got it.
Okay.
What's that?
I said he had that truck. I seen it for sale the other day. He's been fishing, and I think he's getting out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That there was Joey Myers' car, that black one. That was the guy that painted my first Mustang. That was
a good looking picture.
Yeah, that's a 423 LS at that time, nitrous. He's since then he's got a new Firebird. We'll be bringing out this year for limited. It's an F3 106 427 car.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Now that limited class is growing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and that's the same. That's back when it was nitrous. We couldn't keep the nose down. He cracked windshields on a
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, once he had LS Fest, he slammed it down hard enough. We pulled the oil pan out of LS Fest, took it over, got it welded, and made it the next day and ran it.
Oh wow.
Mm. If I can get where I'm at here. Yeah, you sent some pictures of like flyer poster deals, and I noticed a lot of them have at least one or two customers of yours on these flyers.
Yeah, we had like that one there. There's probably three of that. There's 3 or 4 of those. Yeah, 3. Yeah, that was back in the streetcar takeover when it first got started. That was our 5th gen, and John and I kind of run that circuit a lot. We ran around and followed that streetcar takeover, at least in the close one. That was before they traveled all up north and east and all that. We did a lot
I think
of that.
this is 2015. I think the date.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, so we built that 5th gen in 14, so that'd probably be right. Yeah, because John's car was still nitrous, and we took that nitrous out one. So yeah, that would have been around 15.
Here's another streetcar takeover with your car on it again. It's 17.
Yeah, we kept that. We ran that car for what, 3 years there? I think we ran about 3 seasons there. Yeah. And that other car, I think that orange car, I don't know which one was that. Yeah, I think that was the car there in the top.
Yeah, looks like it.
Huh. This is a OG True Street Armageddon 7 poster.
Yeah, they threw. That was the first year we took out the spare change car there. We hadn't even the picture. We didn't even have it finished when they asked for a picture. But they messaged and asked if we were coming, and we were going. We just hadn't got the car done yet, so we just took what we had picture. But I think in that one we had a couple customers. That Richard Mayhew, Zach Keith. There's 4 or 5 of our customers in that year.
Awesome.
Was you working with Eric Kuhn yet back then?
I think I started with Eric Kuhn actually when he had the 70. Yeah, Eric's that Camaro that's doing the wheelies. That was the first time I started helping him. That was a Whipple supercharged LS motor. I think it was 427 or 440 motor, if I remember right.
That's a really cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his first car. He switched to that 55 here the last couple of years. That he still owns that car there. He's still got the Whipple and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, we have on that counter there. We got 6 or 7 cars. We said playing cars, and we helped a bunch of them guys on there. Gary Spaniak.
It's Corey Spain.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah. I think the first year we helped Gary when he had the white Mustang a lot, and then when he went into that joint venture with B&J, and we helped him a little bit, and I think Tato and them helped him. He kind of got a little bit help from everybody there, but yeah, when he had the white Mustang, I think that was the first year that he had that Maverick there.
Right.
I had a picture. Lost track of it. The convertible, Gary's convertible.
Yeah.
The
Vert is what I think you called it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Vert.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Bam, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back before he didn't have the carbon front or anything, and that was pretty much the first year or two of it. That was early on with it there.
Larry has a comment. Larry says back in the day, John and Wes would bring their cars to Friday night test and tune. Al would have Friday night test and tune. Al would have them strap in. We would do a mid-event spray and drag and send them down first on the glue. Good times.
Yeah, they would. It was always Friday nights was always rough, so we'd try to get in there. They'd spray for us so we could make a decent pass with it, But we ran a lot of testing. We did a lot of, we got a lot of our data because we run so much no prep. It was just we did a lot of it on the Friday night testing team.
There you go.
That's how we just made laps on them. And yeah, that's how that car there is where Gary and I first got acquainted.
This looks like Gary holding some cash.
Yeah, I think that was still the Burt. Gary won there. That was his dad and the group and everybody in that one.
Cool.
And Gary there in the front in the wheelchair. And then Zach, the guy on the left, he had the white, that S10, that white S10. It was pro charged. And then of course Tyler, John, the guy, the silver juice driver, is the guy on the far right, and that's Gary's dad in the front right.
Okay.
Danny is there in the back. Danny and Tyler. Those guys, I've helped. Everybody in that picture is kind of the group that we ran around with, and everybody raced together. They're probably the second tier. We had an original group of guys that we called Team Show Me Speed when we first established it. Just a bunch of guys I was helping, and this is probably, I guess you'd call, the second generation.
This Malibu at Tulsa here, Titans at 10.5.
Yeah, that's Tyler Enders there. That's a small block Chevy turbo.
Okay.
He's the guy that helps Gary all the time. He's like crew chief now. This year he's not running, but he ran the last 2 or 3 years.
It's a good looking car. Yeah. You got a trophy or something here. Battle in the Ozarks 2022 Gangster Street Champion. What's that about?
Oh, that was a no prep race Gary put on. We ran
Okay.
they had a street class, like an outlaw street class, and we won that race.
So that looks like a chain thing. This is a
Big.
Yeah, it's like a big heavy. That was Gary's idea to do a big heavy necklace chain, gangster looking
Yeah.
chain. So that
Flavor
was,
Flav.
Flavor
Yeah.
Flav. That's right.
it's like big block size too. It's a good size.
That's funny.
Nice.
You got some no prep cash and a couple trophies here.
Yeah, that was when we ran in 2022 probably there. We was running the spare change car. We went up to Iowa that year. We went up there 3 times and we doubled up. We run it up and won every time up there. We double entered both classes and we did really well up there that year. They between the ice cream cruise and then Joey Heichel was putting on a couple of races up there for no prep, and we won radial and run it up to Ryan Mitchell in small tire, and then we turned around and won and run it up another time.
Cool.
So we
Nice.
that was we won the most money up there throughout the year between the 3 races. I think we won 23,000 that year up there. If I remember.
Awesome.
But that ice cream cruise event was super fun. Yeah, that's a good event.
Wow.
Great money.
This date on this is 2000 September of 22. World Finals 8.5 winner.
Yeah, that was last year or 2 years. Yeah, 22 there when we was trying to catch up in points and we're missing the first event. We just didn't get it done, and that was when we first run that car in 8.5 that season. And we ended up wrecking it at the beginning of the next year.
This is Kendall Goins' car, right?
Yeah, we do. We do a bunch of. We build shocks and struts for people. We do like Brian Mitchell's, Kendall Goins. In terms of the big names up around there, those guys. We do basically any kind of custom valving strut. We'll do it. We use everything's usually based off AFCO or Penske.
Yeah.
We can custom valve them. We've got a shock guy in the house. He's one of our shock.
Very impressive.
That's a big check there, $10,573.
Yeah. Between him and Ryan there for a few years, those guys were winning.
Yeah.
Thing in no prep.
Yeah.
Winning them all.
We did some stuff with them, trying some stuff on the front struts, and did a lot of R&D with them. And between Ryan and Kendall, we got some pretty cool stuff with the no prep.
Here's a picture from PRI.
Yeah, that's John Schaefer, that Silver Juice. He's there at PRI, and we were up there. That was probably 2020 model year, somewhere there.
You plan on going this year?
Yeah, we're gonna go up with the guys. My son Colt, he's never been, so we're gonna go up there and show him what take the hand and stuff.
Giant candy store.
Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, we race the go karts every year. We're up there too, so they're anxious to run this.
When I seen this picture, the question that made me want to ask you, you're obviously on the laptop and you tune a lot of stuff. Do you enjoy tuning or driving or equal enjoyment with both?
I go through times. I like tuning. I took 3 or 4 years off and didn't race, and I just tuned because we had so many cars. We were helping 10 or 11 cars that year for those few years there, and I learned a lot that way. You get to mess with so many different vehicles and so many different chassis setups, and it was very beneficial to me to be able to just set off and not worry about driving or racing, and just study the vehicle and what can make them do what you want to do.
And everybody knows who that is.
Yeah.
Derek Kelly.
Yeah, that's back when we were still helping him. That was about that same time as Jeff. We run. But yeah, we helped him for probably 2.5, 3 years there, and did all of his tuning. And he he knew how to run the laptop. It was mainly chassis and power management stuff that we were working with him on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Show me speed.
Yep, there you are on the window. And the streetcar takeover plaque there.
Yeah, they did a lot of. Started running that circuit there right as John and I were kind of getting out of it, and then I think that's the rest of it. Everybody knows he kind of run all the streetcar takeover stuff for a few years. They were cleaned up.
Yeah, he's done very well with that last few years.
Yeah. Let's go here because you sent a bunch of these pictures. Some off-road stuff. This is on the dyno, it looks like.
Yeah, when we were talking about Ultra 4 earlier, we did a lot of engine and tuning and chassis stuff for. They call it King of the Hammers. It's a desert rock race event. They run it out in California, and these guys. This is a local guy that runs that event out there, and we were doing that time.
Ooh, look at that.
That's quite a machine.
Oh, there's something else. What they could go over and up is amazing. That's
Yeah.
The way they drive those cars is way different than drag racing, but it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's made me laugh. I was snooping on your page, and there was an airboat on a trailer, and it had an LS, like was it a Whipple Charger type of deal or something like that?
Yeah. So the guys, I got a guy out of Texas that comes up, and him and a couple other ones, and they do that bow fishing.
Yeah.
And they get a bunch of carp. They kill a bunch of carp, and there's so much weight that they use those fan boats because a regular motor can't hardly push them. Those fan boats, that fork, you can push the weight. They'll have, I forget what he said. I think they had like 1,800 pounds of fish.
Oh man!
Wow.
The bottom of this boat with the barrels of it, and so yeah, we built a motor for it, Whipple supercharged, and then tuned the fan boat.
It's pretty wild. Yeah.
Seems like anything with if we can get it on dyno or get somewhere where we can dial in the fueling and stuff. We do a lot of that type of stuff.
Yeah, this is 3 different pictures here. I was looking at this and these things will drive out of this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's an average different part. That's nothing. Yeah, they're amazing machines there.
Have you ever drove one of these?
I have. Yeah, I haven't raced it, but I've drove them. And yeah, I don't have the ball set that it takes to drive them.
Yeah.
I don't know. We race a lot in off road. Those guys, I mean, it's straight up, and they're off some ledges that are just insane what they go off of and down.
Wow. You know where this is at?
That's in Johnson Valley, California. It's the desert by 29 Palms Airport Base. They actually race this desert race on the back side of that.
Okay.
Huh. That's crazy.
It's a pretty big deal now. It wasn't, the last couple of years it's been televised. They'll have it on TV. They do the whole thing. Robbie Gordon races in it.
Yeah.
You got quite a few Monster Energy's got a few drivers that are in there now. Baldwin, yeah, BJ Baldwin races it. The guy that runs Baja. So it's a pretty big event now.
Very cool.
That's another local one.
Is the body like any type of production vehicle or just custom sheet metal?
Oh, it's a chassis car. Yeah, it's a chassis car with just a body. They'll throw a body on them.
Yeah.
That's a supercharged LS as well. All the ones, pretty much all of them we did were supercharged. We did some small block Chevy stuff, and we did one big block, but most everything, though, in that stuff, most of them are LSs. A few of the guys, I mean, there'll be 300 cars out there, and I bet 275 of them are LSs.
Yeah.
Because it's an endurance race. It's a long, it's a 10-hour race. So they don't, most everything, they start with a factory F5 based engine. A lot of them did. They start doing more and more of the Pro Series engines, like the small block Ford stuff that you see in Baja. they're starting to show up more now. But for the longest time, it's been mostly LA.
Mm-hmm.
This was Colton and I back in, we raced Razors there when we were doing the off road stuff, and we were running a dirt bike series. He was a little smaller then, but
Looks like you're on a laptop there.
yeah, we do. Yep, that was that big meat run over here at Disney, Oklahoma. They race up a wall off the backside of the dam there at Grand Lake.
Oh, wow.
Go through up that cliff. Yeah,
I know where that's at.
that guy there is Macy Higgins out of Arkansas. He's down there by Cass, Arkansas, I believe. With that car.
Very cool.
Yeah, that you sent those pictures, and I just wanted to include that in this stuff that you do here. You're very versatile.
The engine side and the tuning side, that's probably where I get, and that's what I started doing the most. I think it's probably where I'm the most comfortable.
Makes sense.
I think most of us have seen this truck around. That's Jerome Courtney's, right?
Yep. Yeah, we tuned it back in the streetcar takeover days. I was doing this tuning and sensor stuff there for, that was somewhere around that 17, 18 range, I believe. And then he got sick in COVID, and his wife's been driving it since COVID, I believe. I don't think he's drove it anymore. I think his wife's driving it.
Yeah, he got super sick, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like
COVID.
really bad.
Yeah, COVID about got him. He had a rough go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty cool. His dad always helped him. It was a father and son deal for a long time. And then after COVID, it became Jeremy and his wife.
Okay.
This is really cool because you sent this, and like on my bench was that I just got this week was Sick the Mag. So I'm thumbing through it, and I'd already seen your pictures. And then I'm thumbing through it, and here's that top left is Eric's 55.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric ended up sweeping the sick week. He won fastest overall, fastest average, and then won his class. And then he turned around and won the shootout race at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, he won all. He took home all the money.
That's awesome.
Then he comes to Arc City the weekend after that and takes home like $750.
Yeah, he was rolling. He went from, we had helped Eric years back, and then he got the car, and he had the JP help him for a little while, and then he come back to us, and then this year we switched here right before that, before he went on the sick week, and we dynoed it, got it all dialed in, and the car prior to this hadn't been faster than a 92, and he finished this season now. I think 61 is what it ended up doing. Since
we were there.
Yeah, so it's a pretty serious. He's bringing the motor in, this spare motor up to me. We're going to go through it this winter and make some changes, make a cam change so he can turn it on up. He had more of a street cam, a smaller cam in it, so he could do all the dragging and drag and drive stuff.
Yep.
So he wants to do a little more small tire with it this next year. He's looking to try to run the limited classes everywhere as well. I don't know that he'll follow the whole series, but I think he's going to go to Arc City and a few of the ones closer, because he's had a great Bend, Kansas area.
Yeah. Everybody loves his car. It's so cool, man.
You don't see a whole lot of them. It's a unique car. He did most of the work himself. If you look it over, he's done a really good job.
There's his deck full of plaques and cash and 2 checks.
Yeah, he was pretty stoked. I don't think he had won any money in drag racing prior to that. I think he turned around and told me he won like 17,000 that weekend.
Yes.
Wow. He went from not winning to, he's a bracket racer. He'd won some brackets, never hit up.
Yeah.
And he's really good on the light. You gotta watch Eric. He'll get you on the light. He's really good on the free consistently. Most of the time he stays 20 or better.
Yeah. Larry Hunt says, I'm a firm believer in Wes's tuning. We made more power with less boost after he tuned it.
There you go.
Yes. getting into this year's stuff with your maroon Camaro. So I got
Harlot.
roll. I'm just gonna find the picture here. I don't think this. Okay, this spun out on the track.
Yeah, that was spare change. That was we were at LS Fest in Bowling Green, and it left and did a wheelie. And while it was in the wheelie, it broke the lower control arm out on the rear end housing and spun around and up right there on the track. Got lucky; it just did a donut in the middle and parked it. And,
Yeah, you see the tracks there.
Yeah.
We were lucky as all get out.
Yeah. And this car eventually got crashed, right? Is that what ended this car?
Yeah, the front stub, I still have it. I mean, it just needs a stub, and it's really ready to go. But we didn't. It didn't hurt anything behind the firewall. So I mean, it's all very easy to fix. We just didn't. Honestly, I was ready for something new.
Sure.
And that's when the orange Scarlet came into the picture.
Yeah, we was looking for rollers over
Maroon.
Yeah, the maroon ones. Yeah, we set out all season because I didn't have the funds to put together another car in the middle of the season, and I didn't want to. I decided that I thought I wanted to do a different power plant, and so we were kind of waiting and seeing, and I ended up buying the third gen Camaro in the end of 23, I guess. Yeah, about October of 23, November of 23, I ended up finding it for sale up in Illinois and bought it. Had a big block Pro Charge in it, and we stripped all that and put a LS in it.
This is at Flying H.
Yeah, that's Flying H in a limited class. We ran a 470 cap, and so we just put the first pass in qualifying. We went in 73, so we just left the same tune-up in it all day and flipped the throttle every pass. And that's we couldn't. We were a little light for the rules. Everything else fit the rules, but I didn't want to put weight in it. We already had it set up for 8.5, so I didn't want to go in there and change everything.
Right.
Was this the first time that this new car had found the winner's circle at Flying H?
I believe so, yeah, because we ended up at Mid America. We set the record, but we lost in the finals, and then we actually lost in the finals twice prior to that. We couldn't, so that was the first win with that car.
Cool.
No, that was a good payday. I think that was $5,000 to win that.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
And we were there, Rod.
Yep.
You got a check too, didn't you?
I did. Not quite 5,000, but it was
$5,000.
Yep. Made to the semis and small tire. But great facility.
Yeah.
That's super nice facility.
This is Titans. You won in September.
That was Tulsa. Yeah, was that September? Yeah, somewhere around. Yeah, we won Tulsa Titans 10.5. I think that's where we went to 63.
Yeah.
On the 8.5 there. Yeah, we were sandbagging. We was wanting to reset. I thought I might need another point, and so we were going to try to reset the record again. So I held back a little bit and didn't. Was hoping to go Rogersville and get a good track again, and we were, thought the air would be good, and we were going to try to put it in the 50s at Rogersville, and I played the game and lost. We went. I think, Colton. We went like a 71 maybe in testing, and then turned around with a 66 and a 63 for semis.
I meant to grab this picture after your limited win. It's kind of hard to see, but there was 11 entries. You qualified number one. Darcy Knowles, Kent Hager, B. West, Curtis Wells, Rich Frost, T. Bloomer. The second qualifier has just a letter D. And then Brian Schneider.
Yeah.
Zach Findley and Travis Gore. What do you like or dislike the limited stuff at Flying H?
I don't mind it. I think they need, there probably needs a little tweaks, like all the limited rules. I think they're trying to figure it out. But I liked the way they did the prep. You know, it was real light, more of a slick prep instead of a a good radial prep. You know, most of the Titan stuff when we followed around, I like the Titans. But if you're running on the slick, you know, right behind the radial prep, it's a little different on the slick, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I like the Titans that sorry, the Flying H. I like the way they did their prep. It's, in order to run slick anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Would you like to see him be in line with like the Titans limited and kind of run it the same way, or leave it alone?
If I had my say, I think that Mid America and Titans and Flying H would all do the same thing. That way we could race between all of them.
Yeah.
I would like to go. I usually race more than 6 races a year, so I'm going to race more than just the Titan series. So it's nice to have some other fillers to go to. You know.
Well said.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to bring this up with this qualifying sheet, kind of see what you thought about this and the Flying H stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it's got a ton of potential once they work out the bugs. They had a lot of cancellations. They canceled limited 2 different times.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that kind of left a bad taste because I was in the group chat with them, and they just didn't. They were making predictions on what would happen prior to having the race, and it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a racer. But I also understand from their side of things too, you know.
Yep. Here's a Mocan winners picture.
Yeah, that was what was that? The last.
Is it street scenes or?
Oh, I bet that was Hot Summer Nights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that was second chance small tire Hot Summer Nights. I believe we went the small tire class on 8.5 and then ended up winning the small second chance.
Okay.
Cool.
Hot Summer Nights.
Hot Summer Nights. Here you as Outlaw 8.5 co-winners at Shane McClellan Krusty Memorial Shootout. Co-winners with Adam Phillips.
Oh yeah, they raced that. Yeah, that ended up raining out. That Adam and I was looking forward to racing them all season, and they when they got against the wall there, and they made the call to just go ahead and start prepping the car for 10.5. But
yeah,
they had that car dialed in really well. They were running bods and 70s, and I felt like they were going to help us push the car harder, and then they had their mishap too. But we had just had one the year before, so I understood completely where they were. You don't want to waste time putting one back together to get their plan. You know?
Yeah.
So
your business now, we've talked a lot about your tuning and stuff and everything you do. Let me find it here. Oh, I just passed it. So your Facebook page, Show Me Speed, it says Southwest Missouri's premier performance speed shop. We specialize in EFI tuning and chassis setup. We work with our customers to build the vehicle of their dreams. We can work with you at all levels from basic bolt-ons to full-on drag cars. So
yeah, we do a lot of. I'd say it's a lot of different varying stuff. I don't know that there's enough drag race only stuff in this area to stay just building race cars and between all the different builders, So we try to, with doing all the computer stuff before, I try to just take on a lot of that type of work as well. So we'll pick and do a few race cars a year, let's say 8 or 10, but we try to do a lot of the street, kind of the mixed street trip stuff a lot. From a business standpoint, it's a really good, it's better for us.
and shock tuning and shock dynoing, shock setup.
Yeah, we do a lot. That kind of goes in with the chassis stuff. I mean, we're doing chassis setup, and the shocks were always, off. And so we got with AFCO and talked to them, and we ended up buying a shock dyno and worked with them to get to where we could start doing our own shocks because when we were doing chassis setup stuff, the shocks just weren't. A lot of that kind of goes hand in hand. So we want to be able to do everything, kind of create our package, if you would.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. We do work on all kinds of stuff. Like this year we helped Craig Ondrak, the big block Chevy Firebird.
Yep.
He's a lot of our car. We changed his, kind of had him reset.
Big game.
Yeah. It started started knocking down some numbers with it. That car is going to be pretty fast next year too. And then we did the blower. We did Bob Thompson's, the big block Chevy F3 car as well. It's a 14 Camaro. We went through and helping him kind of getting his chassis lined out. He had some issues throughout the year. He ripped some chassis parts out and didn't find it until a little later in the year. So we wasted a couple races trying to figure out where the chassis was at. But they come around. He ended up winning, I think, the Rogersville 10.5 class. You know,
Nice.
Yep, got that here off your page. Also, Show Me Speed had 2 class track champions this year at Ozark. Bob Thompson won the 10.5 class. Bob has a 4th gen Camaro with a Heinlen's diesel and machine 540 big block Pro Charger. We do all the tuning and power management for Bob on this combo. And you won the 8.5 class with your shop car spare change. 3rd gen Camaro with twin turbo stock block LS, topped off with Mass Motorsports cylinder heads. Nice.
Hey, Gary, you're getting a lot of feedback and echo, just so you know.
I don't know what to tell you. I've got everything off over here. Boop. But yeah, congrats on that.
Thank you.
And the last picture I got is your 8.5 points champion, Titans at 10.5.
Yeah, that race. We ended up. My boy, he got to the finals with his junior, and that was his first time ever getting to the finals. So he was pretty stoked about that. We didn't have him in this particular picture. It was a pretty good race for all of us that weekend.
And that's all the pictures I got here. Rod, you got anything?
I was just going to ask Colton, you ever been in a car racing, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so I've got a 2000 Trans Am that Dad and I threw together. LS3 powered by 80 millimeter turbo deal. It went a little faster than we thought right out the gate. We thought it was going to go, high 6s, low 7s, and it popped off and went 6.0s. Well, then we ran it around a little bit, got down to 590s. Needed to do some suspension components, things like that. And then I ended up wanting to do a little less of the track side racing and a little more playing around on the roads and driving it and things like that, and ended up tearing it up. And about that time was when we started building the Mustang, and then we were racing a lot with it. That car was a fair amount of work to keep it going, racing all the time. So I kind of pushed it to the side, and then recently got it repainted, and I think I'm going to get it buttoned up this winter to bring it back next year.
Wasn't me. Who is it? Is this one of your kids, or are you tuning on this?
That's one of my boys. Yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, he's. I've got triplet 15-year-olds, and that's one of the 2 of them that race. And
Oh, man. Wow. You're going to be busy when they all start racing.
No kidding.
we had that discussion the other. I think they're going to make the change next year. They're going to try to start bracket racing and not run the juniors because they're getting about where they're not number one physically the junior dragsters. So they'll probably be running some index racing and bracket racing.
You're going to be busy.
Okay. So do you have 4 boys total? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Very good.
And 3 of them are the same age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look out. Wow.
So they keep you on your toes.
Oh,
Especially if they all want to race. Man.
2 of them do, and then we separate it by grades. We tell them they can race as long as they have A's and B's, and so one of them has not been able to keep A's and B's. He's had a couple of B's. He didn't get to race last, but he's got them up for the next year already. He told us he's going to be racing next year. So.
there you
Or
go.
until they start sabotaging each other's grades.
Well, we have two junior tractors, so they can both race, so they're okay there. They just have to make sure to keep up on their own. So
Hey, Colton, I've seen you at the track and that sort of thing, or in the pictures, on the starting line stuff. Do you enjoy that part of it as too, helping in between rounds and getting the car ready and that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Mustang, that was kind of I'd been around for the Camaro. Before that, I didn't remember a lot, but for the fifth gen Camaro, I was around and I just kind of a helping hand, wipe the car down, keep it clean. And then a couple years after that, I graduated high school and started working for Dad here at the shop and doing all the regular builds and playing with some of the restoration stuff we do. And then we built Mustang, and that was when I really started trying to pick up and learn on all the drag car stuff. So I learned a lot there. And then as we built the Camaro, we modified and tweaked, and I'd come up with the ideas to make it easier to work on and things like that. So Riley and I, the other guy that worked with us, we kind of plotted and planned, and Dad said, well, let's tweak it here and do these things. So it's super fun building it, and then working on it's not necessarily always that fun, of course, but the track side is really, I enjoy it a lot. So Dad taught me a lot more keeping it in the group and lining it up and things like that. So that's where I've been kind of focusing this year, learning how to really keep one straight and get it
right.
in the team.
Are you playing with the laptop at all yet?
A little bit. We do some other, like some street cars and stuff. I'll play with them on those after Dad has dialed in the fuel and timing and power and everything on the dyno. I'll do some of the power management stuff for those guys, but I haven't played with on his. I just stand back in the corner and watch. Stay out. It's a little more fancy than some of the other ones. So I, next year with mine, I'll probably, after he makes sure I don't tear it up too bad, I'll play with power management stuff on it, kind of get a better grasp for that. That would actually work my way up.
So, Wes, how many employees are at Show Me Speed?
There's 4 of them.
Okay.
Colton, in the shop, do you have like a specialty that you do, like the welding or the wiring or just everything?
Yeah, so I do. I stay away from most of the wiring, to be honest. The welding, I've been learning some of it, the fabrication stuff. I like pipe fitting and things like that. Most of our engine builds, I do a lot of our engine builds.
Okay.
Now I'm getting to the point on the shock where I can kind of start to make decisions and then just say, hey, Wes, can you double check this for me and make sure I'm in the right direction? That's a cool process for sure too. That's been one that we've really enjoyed the last few years.
Cool.
And I do a lot of the cam swaps and header installs, pro truck installs, things like that. So
cool.
My air quotes here, specialty would probably be the engine side.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's Brian Snyder says Colton always seems to be busting his ass helping keep the car going.
yeah, him and Riley, they put in a ton of work to keep the car. I wouldn't be racing without those two guys. They are definitely, they're valuable in terms of that thing.
So do you have your certain jobs that you do between the rounds, Colton, or just jump on everything?
No, we've got it. The first year with the Mustang, really, back around time, and things, we were scattered. Then a few races, okay, how do we fix it? We tweaked it, and I have my job. I'm just set the shock. Then I usually refuel it. We'll pull plugs and check them and kind of look everything over. And then Riley is he's our tire guy, and he's our data acquisition guy. And then him and Wes will look it over. So he gets the logs out, looks everything over for a few quick seconds while Wes is usually helping some of the other customers. And then him and Wes make decisions on what to do for next round and make sure everything's like that.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
usually
good team.
We're usually helping a couple different cars that we try to turn around our cars. So typically they'll kind of get everything ready, and then I'll make once I go help Bob and Craig and a few other guys, we'll come back and make our changes last. They've already kind of got the car turned around. I'm really just looking over data and making a power management thing.
So
awesome.
Looking towards next year, obviously the Titans deal, bringing that in for a second. Do you see yourself racing the 26 class, or do you going to move over to the limited, or what's your thoughts there?
sounds like 26 class may be not there next year. They're maybe combining it with limited from what I've gathered from the guys' podcast and the info here and then drop. If that's the case, I'm kind of waiting right now to see. We'll run limited if they move the 8.5 class into limited. We've got our motor down. We're waiting to make some decisions on motor stuff until we kind of see what they do on the wheels. I guess they're going to drop them. All right.
Cool.
Right on. It'll be a fun year. That class is really growing, with popularity and, just it fits a lot of players around here. So even I think Chris Penny was saying it was, had the most on the rule, on the points and that sort of thing. And so it's going to be a big class.
Yeah, it seems like the car count hasn't hit a ton at each track yet, but there's a bunch of different cars that they can track, so it's not the same 7 or 8 guys at each event, but there's a lot more overall into it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think the rule set looks good. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty good to allow a lot of cars in, and they can tweak it as. I mean, if somebody shows up and shows dominance in it, they can tweak it. But I mean, in terms of ET, that hasn't happened yet. I know Rich, won the things last year, but he wasn't the fastest car there, so I showed promise that there could be some of the contenders. And I've seen Brian and Kent Hager really got the numbers knocked down at the end of last season there. Then it looked like Rodney's laid down a few passes. I seen him lay one down at Tulsa. I don't know if that was limited legal, but that's a fast pass. So.
Yep.
Looks like awesome. There's a lot of contention there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I know Gary is as well. We're just working. So.
Same.
Well, Gary, why don't you go ahead and bring our sponsors in?
Come over here. Give a shout out to our partners in 2024: Mid America Dragway, Ultra Color Collision Repair, Sandlin Iron and Metal Auto Salvage, and Harry Street Carpet. Thank you for being great partners in 2024.
Nice. So, Wes, you've seen the show, so it's the time, to open it back up to you. You got people you want to thank, couldn't make it without them, guys that help you out along the way, businesses and that sort of thing.
We got a whole, I mean, we got, of course, my guys working with Colton and Riley. They're the number one in terms of helping us race. Highline Diesel Machine, they do all the machine work. They do all my O-ring and my blocks and anything machine work wise. AFCO does a lot with it. Aeromotive, D&J Components, they do all of our transmission stuff. Those guys are great to work with as well. So.
Very good, very good. Well, I think for me, I saw the car at Flying H when you were in Limited, just checking it out, and then we got to meet you at Tulsa. Got to visit a little bit there. You were still running the 8.5. We were running Limited, so that whole, like I keep saying every time, that whole Missouri group is just a great bunch of guys. You can tell there's good camaraderie, hanging out with each other and racing. And we're just looking forward to keep going. It's a great year.
Yep.
Yeah. It looks like it could be fun this year.
It's going to come fast.
It really is, Gary. I mean, for real. Yeah. You hear those dates and like May 10th or whatever that was, that streetcar takeover. And, it's just like, man, count the weeks here, right?
Next week.
Cool. Yeah. Very good.
Yep. Well, I think we're good. If you guys got anything else, Wes and Colton?
I think we're good. I appreciate you guys having us.
Oh, man.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah. Glad it all worked out. We got the week, the week to line up. Congratulations on the new engagement and all the deer you guys took out. And we'll just keep it going here and keep watching each other and on this off season and get these hot rods ready.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Wes. Thanks, Colton. We'll see you guys.
Yeah. Man, I didn't know he had triplets.
Well, I didn't either, man.
Yeah, man. Three 15-year-olds right now. And And then Colton, he's probably Devin's age, about 22. And but yeah, that's awesome. And the first year out with Scarlett as well. I didn't know that. I thought they raced it, the last year before as well. So I already hit the winner circle and doing it up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he kind of cut out on me on that one. Did he plan on bringing the twin turbo LS back next year? He said he was doing some motor work or something.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The audio was kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. Same.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don's not even at work.
May 10th get to Don. I've been working. I've been some of the stuff is out of my hands.
Yeah.
But,
that's great.
Okay, here he clearing this up. He says waiting on the rule set. So
okay, sure.
Probably where he'll decide between twin, single, or something.
Sure.
So,
okay.
Yeah, good. Work. That's smart.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I see Tim Webb and Brendan Mock watching as well during that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
There'll be another limited player if Tim sells the blue car.
Yeah.
He will limited. Chris's old car.
Yeah, heck yeah. And it's got a little Pro Charger, did you tell me?
I think so, yeah. Conventional small block Chevy with a Pro Charger.
Right on,
yep.
Right on.
Yep.
Well, man, Wes, anything LS he messes with, those little off-roads, ram boats.
Yeah, trucks. I seen that. I should have grabbed that picture of that boat. It was pretty wild looking.
Yeah. LS swapped the world, right? I mean,
well, and when I seen the picture, I thought, what in the world would you need this kind of setup, on a water boat, a fan deal? And it totally made sense when he described what they was doing with it, hauling that much weight in fish.
Man,
so totally makes sense.
Heck yeah. No, that was great. That was a good interview. I learned a lot from him, and we, like I said, we've been wanting to bring him on for a second. I'm glad he brought Colton as well, because he's in the game as well. You see him all around the car and everything. So maybe one day they'll have a two-car team or something. I don't know. Yeah,
I had no idea that Colton worked at the shop there with him, and that's he's part of the shop, part of the Show Me Speed.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
As a worker, yeah. So I had no idea.
Heck yeah,
it'd be a cool environment to work in as a young man.
Yeah.
And especially having the success that your dad, which would be Wes, has.
Yeah.
And all the experience, man.
All those hot rods they've been working on, and, getting the car ready to go to the event, tinkering with it during the race, after the race. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That'd be a fun environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Cool.
For sure.
Well, we got a big week ahead of us. Thanksgiving. You're going to work 2 days. I'll work 3.
Yep, I'm gonna work 2 days. I'm gonna goof off tomorrow out here in the garage, and go to work Tuesday, and we'll get off a little bit early on Wednesday. We always do, just a couple hours early.
Yeah. So basically working a day and a half. Is that what I'm hearing?
Just a little over a half. Yeah. Well, let me see. I'll still have about 9 hours in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we're going to take next Sunday off, holiday, right? The show.
Yeah. If that's kind of what we've been doing on holiday weekends is not doing anything on that Sunday. Just have the holiday and the long weekend, and
then we'll be prepping for PRI.
Yep, easy money. That's right, Larry. Easy money.
That's it. Gary. Gary right there.
Yeah, and we come back on the 8th. That'll be the Sunday before PRI. So
just we'll come off the banquet Saturday night. Maybe we learn some news there and go to PRI. So very good.
So we wrangle up somebody to chat with on Sunday the 8th there, and have some fun and roll into PRI.
All right. Sounds good. Sound like a plan.
Yep. Yeah. And then golly, just the month of December is just gonna go so fast. Whew.
Yeah, it is.
And then I'll have one week of work. Well, actually 4 days of work after PRI, and I'm done for the year.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have very many work days left.
The end of the year is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
That's right.
Golly.
I'd like it to slow down a little bit. So I
There,
can catch-
Doug. Sorry, get
So
out
I-
that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Doug Perry says, "Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys." You too, Doug. Thank you very much.
Everybody be safe traveling. You got an extra day to work on your hot rod.
Yep.
So that's what I'll be doing, getting it ready to head over to Fox Rod Racing. So that's my
Well,
first.
you better be careful. You better be careful how much you eat Thursday.
I know. Right?
You may not want to work on Friday. Ugh.
I know it. Yes, that's funny.
Yep. We're having brisket I ordered from Zach Freeman and Michael Beamer, the Freeman Beamer barbecue. Man, I got one last year. I ordered another one this year, and it's so delicious.
Nice.
Can't wait to sink my teeth in that again. Whew.
Yeah, I might have to come over Thursday night or Friday.
I'll give you come over. I'll give you some. It's delicious. If I get my son to not eat it all. Yep.
Yeah, I'll head over there Friday. The Chiefs game will be going.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. All right. Well, sounds good, Mr. Gary. Great job tonight.
Yep.
Learned a lot about Wes. That worked out real good. So just another player, limited. Here we go.
That's right.
Oh, what's Larry Hunt doing? He's doing a deep fry.
Larry's deep frying the old turkey. Yep.
Awesome.
I've never had a fresh deep fried, fresh out of the fryer, slice it up. And, I think I've had some deep fried and then cut it up, warm it up.
Well, as long as you don't do it like Clark Griswold did, I think it'll be all right.
That's right. Real nice, Clark. Real nice.
That's right. Eddie looks over. What are you crying for? A little dry.
Yep.
Love it. Woo.
Yep. All right. You ready to head out?
Ready? Let's do it. Got my
Let's
hand
go.
up.
Oh, I got to find the. Let me roll down here. Dun, 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 dun. Ready?
Ready. Nice.
Rick Hilton is what?
Oh.
That'd be this. Upside the head.
Fly over there. What's that going on? Oh.
I better pay attention. All right. We better shut it off. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Sounds good.
Have a good Thanksgiving. Rod, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes, sir. See you guys. Bye.